Hey guys, Scott Tripler here. Today we're going to revisit the Pelican 1510. We're going to talk about a couple questions we had from the first video in regards to the Pelican lid organizer, which I ordered on B&H for about $29. Here's what it came looking like. You can see it's a hard plastic, 4 square pouched and 1 long pouch lid organizer. It comes mounted on a harder plastic. It's all stitched and the edges are completely wrapped with a canvas-like material. So it seems pretty durable, haven't had any issues with it. The pockets have stretched and kind of made my equipment fit into it nicely without any rips or tears. The zippers, you know, the sewing and stitch work here done is very well. I haven't had any issues or any sort of unraveling with any of those as well. So anyways, here we go. Let's talk about how we installed it. As you know, with the 1510, all of the Pelican cases come with an egg crate foam that helps keep your items protected to get started. And here's what the lid looks like without it. So as you can see, there's 6 little raised areas, and those are the areas that you're actually going to screw into all along the top and the bottom. So first piece of advice, installing this fits right in place, obviously made for this case. In looking at the location of the holes that we're going to be screwing in, you can see most of them are accessible through the open zippered area, but you can see this one down here you can't get to, and definitely this one you can't get to as well from the zippered opening. So solution for that, run down to your dollar store or hardware store, pick up a set of these eyeglass screwdrivers. Very handy. The reason I say to grab those is because it'll actually allow you to place the screwdriver through the mesh opening and access the screw head. So the other thing that we had trouble with was getting this sucker installed with the case like this, then trying to drill through it and then setting the screw into the hard plastic. So we found it after struggling for about 20 minutes. Why don't we go ahead and pre-thread the screws? So what we did was took the screw that came with the kit, got it in there, we used a hammer, gave it a couple taps, and then slowly, very slowly turned it. We actually used a larger screwdriver with a handle, got it so that it actually kind of pre-threaded it, sunk the screw about halfway through, just enough to get it started. Then we came back. You don't want to forget your washers on these because the screws are definitely the same size as the openings. So got it set in there, and then once you have it pre-threaded, it goes real easily. I would just go slow when you try and screw into this because since it is your case, you don't want to have to do it multiple times. The only other recommendation for installing that I would definitely tell you guys to pay attention to, start on this one or this one in the bottom left because those are going to be your hardest ones to access. So while you have the ability to go ahead and hold the case, the organizer in your hand, so you can see I'm kind of struggling a little bit, but now that I've got it in there, I can go ahead and line that hole up while holding the screw in place and get it all set, and then take my screwdriver, slide it right through that mesh, and go ahead and get this going on. Okay. So you can see that's one of my hardest screws right there to go ahead and get in place. Would be this one, so then I would probably go ahead and mess with this one next, and then the other 4 will go in real easy. And before you know it, you'll be all set. If you guys have any other questions or comments, feel free to throw them down on the blog. Look forward to the next video. See you guys.